Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Monsters of Folklore. Now, about a week ago, I asked for suggestions of videos people would like to see me cover, and somebody mentioned the Kobold, and we're going to do that one today. I'm going to try and not end up falling into the Dungeons and Dragons version of the Kobold. I'm going to try to stick to the German folklore version, and here we go. The Kobold is a spirit stemming from Germanic mythology and surviving into modern times in German folklore. Now, typically, the kobolds are usually invisible. A kobold can materialize in the form of an animal, fire, or another human, or even a candle, which is very bizarre. The most common depictions of kobolds show them as human-like figures the size of small children, so pretty much they are, like goblins and things like that. Now, kobolds who live in human homes wear the clothing of peasants. Those who live in mines are hunched and ugly, and kobolds who live on ships smoke pipes and wear sailor clothing. So, from what I've gathered when I was looking up these creatures, they kind of adapt to their surroundings. Like if they're in the mines, they're going to be some pretty creepy looking creatures. If they're peasants, pretty much reminds me of Dobby from the Harry Potter, how he was a house elf, so they got to do whatever pretty much you tell them to do, I guess, which would be terrible. And then you have the fancy kobolds who apparently smoke their pipes and wear sailor clothing. Now, mostly common, the creatures are house spirits, and they're pretty calm somewhat by nature. When they sometimes perform their domestic chores, though, they will play malicious tricks if they are insulted or you neglect them. So pretty much if you have a kobold in your house, you have to try and, I guess, always give them some attention, or it could probably go south for you really quick. Now, the kobold beliefs are evidence of the survival of pagan customs after the Christianization of Germany. Belief in kobolds date to at least the 13th century, when German peasants carved kobold effigies for their homes. Such pagan practices may have derived from beliefs in the mischievous kobolds of ancient Greece, the household lares and penitates of ancient Rome, or native German beliefs in a similar room spirited called the Folklore. Now, kobolds' beliefs mirror legends of similar creatures in other regions of Europe, and scholars have argued that the names of creatures such as goblins and the kobolds derive from the same roots as kobold. Now, this may indicate a common origin of these creatures, or it may represent cultural borrowings and influence of European peoples upon one another. Similarly, though, the subterranean kobolds may share their origin with creatures such as gnomes, dwarves, or the aquatic water spirits. But now, also apparently in the modern days, the kobold also refers to a bipedal beast people who resemble jackals or dogs. These types of kobolds are found in caves or forests, so they are nowadays a little bit different than what they used to be. Personally, I would rather encounter the little small gnome versions than the weird dog creatures that might kill you. Some of the other similar ones that I have done another video on the red caps. They're somewhat like this, but the red caps are always out for blood to dye their hats. Then you have the gnomes and the gremlin little creatures. It's pretty cool, as I was saying, that every country has their own folklore, and the fact that there's variations of dwarfs and gnomes and things like that. It's pretty cool. But if you enjoyed the video, let me know. Have you ever heard of kobold? I know there is a D&D version, so I'm hoping everything I've gathered kind of strayed away from that too much, because I don't want to end up falling into that. But if you enjoyed the video, let me know. Drop a like, subscribe, comment your opinion on these little creatures. Would you like to run into one? Would you like to have one as your little buddy in your house? Let me know. As always, this is Monsters of Folklore, and I'll see you later.